Lights, cameras, action. Hello, Steve. Today's Friday, February the 28th. Concluding the second month of the Rad Bromance. Today I will complete my predictions for the 86th Annual Academy Awards. So without further ado, Best Adapted Screenplay. 12 Years a Slave. Best Original Screenplay. Her. I'm not going to give much reasoning behind these picks, as I'm mostly going on hearsay and haven't seen any of these movies. Other than the final two categories which I'm about to predict, of the 22 categories we picked, we only have 3 selections in common. We both have Jared Leto for Best Supporting Actor, we both have Gravity for Best Sound Editing, and we both have The Great Gatsby for Best Costume Design. And if you look at the expert Oscar predictions, there's a lot of commonality between them, so it's pretty amazing that we've actually managed to pick 19 different picks in different categories. For the most part, I've taken an approach that matches conventional selections of the experts. And most of your selections have been based on you actually seeing the movie and deciding which one deserves the award based on its own individual merit. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that makes me the favorite, but I think that makes your picks more dignified. And also gives you a little bit more film cred. What do you know, only 2 predictions left to make. Best Director. For this award, I begged the question, where's the nominee for the true Best Director? Biggest Oscar snub ever. To provide context, back in my days working at camp, I used to be involved in something known as the director's skit. I agree with your comment in a previous video. I'm not sure how much directing can really be done with a movie like Gravity. But in spite of that, I'm picking Alfonso Cuarón as Best Director. So here's hoping the experts are right about that one. Based on your comments and your tastes in movies, I can understand why you don't see the hype behind Gravity. You covet story, dialogue, and character development, and in all honesty, Gravity doesn't have very much of that. I agree with your position that all 3 of these are pretty poor parts of the movie. I'm going to provide you with 2 things from that movie that worked for me. Firstly, I've had an obsession with outer space ever since I've been a wee child. I always find images of space or from space to be quite breathtaking. 2 of my favorite courses that I took during my undergraduate degree were both Introduction to Astronomy courses. Second, I have a pretty decent fear of heights. And for me, the idea of being trapped in space is quite terrifying. This made the experience of the movie quite gripping for me, and I felt it was a movie really designed for the big screen. When it comes out on video, I'll probably only see it one more time just to see what it's like on the small screen, but I have a feeling it's not going to match up to the theatrical version of it. But with all that said, with the limited amount of dialogue and character development in the movie, I can't really see this as a Best Picture candidate. So with that being said, let's move on to the final category, Best Picture. To recap, let's go over the amount of awards I've given to the movies nominated for Best Picture. So far I penciled in 7 awards for Gravity, 3 awards for 12 Years a Slave, 2 awards for Dallas Buyers Club. There's also 1 award for The Wolf of Wall Street and 1 award for Her. And my predictions have a shutout for American Hustle, Captain Phillips, and your 2 favorite movies, Nebraska and Philomena. And for Best Picture, we're going to have our 4th agreement of the whole thing, and I'm going to go with 12 Years a Slave. Once again, because I haven't seen many of the movies here, I'm going to go based on the previews alone and hearsay, and based on what I saw in the preview, it appeared to be the best movie of the bunch. My prediction is that Gravity is going to cost you Oscar bingo. You've picked it only once based on solid reason and actual movie opinion, but I don't think it's going to play out that way. Also, more random categories like Best Live Action Short Film should play a big role in deciding who comes out on top of this one. I guess we'll find out on Sunday. But enough of that. Chess time! Today I'm directing your destruction. Steve McQueen, from A5 to E1. This is where things get real interesting.